Blessed Geza Bombshells revived. A renewed wave of political defiance is taking shape in Zimbabwe as allies of the late activist known as Comrade Bombshell step forward to reignite his anti-corruption crusade. In a passionate address echoing across the nation, leaders of the movement declared that the Geza revolution will not die, urging citizens to mobilize against the current administration's alleged constitutional manipulation and economic mismanagement. We see two videos released.
Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3. Of course, this is not about the people. It is a desperate, cynical attempt by Mnangagwa to buy more time to loot, hide and protect their spoils. The 2030.
The video is presented by Comrade Knox. It serves as a stern critique of the current leadership in Zimbabwe under President Emerson Mnangagwa, and the speaker frames the current administration as a criminal cartel that has betrayed the country's revolutionary history through corruption and political maneuvering. He begins by talking about the Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3. The speaker strongly condemns the proposed bill, arguing it is a desperate attempt by the president to consolidate power, undermine the judiciary and the legislature, and manipulate future elections by replacing direct voting with a system that favors his hand-picked appointees.
Section 90 of our Constitution is clear and unambiguous. The president must uphold and respect the Constitution as the supreme law. But Mnangagwa has chosen to tear it down to serve his selfish ambition. He is pushing a deal that will destroy judicial and legislative independence. A deal to help Zimbabwe in 2017.
Now, he goes on to make allegations of corruption. The video alleges massive state-level looting involving billions of dollars and lists numerous individuals within the government, business sector and religious leadership whom the speaker accuses of enabling this state capture.
During Operation Restore Legacy, we welcomed Mnangagwa back as a chance to reset and recalibrate our nation. We were very wrong. We trusted him. We begged the amendment to superintend over our national affairs. We apologize profusely to the people of Zimbabwe for this grave and suicidal mistake. We did not know then that Mnangagwa would become the greatest criminal this nation has ever known. A man who would betray our blood-soaked revolution for self-aggrandizement and insatiable greed. From the start, he surrounded himself with professional thieves, some flaunting as businessmen, some hiding behind family ties, and some serving in political and public office. And the top of this rotten list are his own.
And the speaker also speaks on the military role in all this. He references the constitutional role of the military to step in if the ruling party becomes a threat to national security, positioning the military as a potential counterbalancing institution.
Let me assure, and get this from me, the military is a counterbalancing institution to checkmate abuse of executive power, hence its constitutional role to uphold the Constitution. As retired General Henry Mchena said, if ZANU-PF itself, our own revolutionary party, becomes a threat to national security, the military will step in. Izvozvo hazvichinje, musakurirwa nana mahiya nana opa. Munokuvara vakomana, munokuvara, izolimara. Battle lines have been drawn. We are ready for action. We are ready to fight this with our blood once more. Where Zimbabwe in 2017, during Operation Restore Legacy, we welcomed Mnangagwa back as a chance to reset and recalibrate our nation. We were very wrong. We trusted him. We begged the amendment to superintend over our national affairs. We apologize profusely. Zimbabwe.
He then goes on to call upon the citizens of Zimbabwe, including war veterans, the military and the general public, to reject the proposed constitutional changes and oppose the current administration's hold on power, citing the need to protect the nation's democratic future. It seems, ladies and gentlemen, Blessed Geza's bombshells are back. The movement heavily centers on the sacrifices of the late Comrade Bombshell Geza, who passed away in February. He is remembered as a fearless whistleblower who spoke for the voiceless under immense pressure before his passing on. He brought several major national controversies to light, like the elite extractive cartels exposing the syndicate allegedly milking the country's mining sectors dry, the Mutapa Sovereign Fund raising alarm over the formation of the fund and its potential to siphon public money, gold looting, highlighting the massive smuggling operations benefiting a selected few, the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission scandal, pointing out irregularities in the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission that reportedly prejudiced the country out of billions. Now, the core of the revived movement's frustration is aimed directly at the current administration under President ED. Leaders of the movement are actively organizing to stop the proposed constitutional amendments designed to extend the president's rule beyond the established limits. This movement characterizes the recent public consultations regarding the 2030 mandate extension as a window dressing exercise, citing widespread intimidation, the assault of human rights lawyers, and the silencing of journalists. They make a call for national mobilization. The revived Geza movement insists they are not career politicians chasing power, but citizen soldiers of democracy. They are calling for a united front across the political lines, whether ZANU-PF, Transform Zimbabwe or others, to reject a government they describe as being built on theft and arrogance. Key demands and calls to action include defending the constitution, accountability for the security forces, economic justice. The call to action.
Munoona tisingade kunyepera, iri ndo rinonzi nyika yedu razungu rakapinda rovambira, huku dzinopera, radura razara zvipukuto, saka zvinoda kufuridzwa, rovambira rinoda kubiswa, ndiko kuti tiwane rugare. Hondo yatiri kurwa nayo pano tiri kuita kunge tinodzi isu vasina simba ndisu ana Dhavhidhi vari kurwisa Goriati. Dhavhidhi akarwiswa Goriati akamukurira nekuti akanga achitungamirirwa nemweya waMwari. Ndo zvakafanana nesu, mhepo dzevese vakafira nyika ino, varere mumasango vatataura kare mukati nekunze kwenyika nemidzimu yenyika ino, zvese zviri kudivirei izvi. Saka hatityisidzirwe nana Goriati.